We just hit corn, so I'm going to go ahead and start this meeting. Call to order at 1:04 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Auto invocation. I would like to call on Mary Alice Shema. Can you give a prayer for us? Do the invocation for us? Oh, and then because we have that heater up there, if you're going to ask questions or make a comment or anything like that, either speak loud or come up to the microphone so we can capture it on our recording over here. Okay, Shema. Okay, Adoko approval of agenda. Agenda I need a motion for the approval. Okay, Jamie. Noticing motions to approve the agenda. Priscilla Benali, seconded. Questions, comments, concerns? The only correction though is on Western number, Roman numeral 6, number 5, Western Agency grazing meeting is gonna be on the 22nd. And they're gonna have their meeting at the BIA conference room in Tuba City agency building. So 8 that's the only change. Okay, at 9 a.m. With that, questions, comments, concern? All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain? Okay, approval of the agenda passes with 24 approval, 0 oppose, 3 abstain. Okay, approval of last meeting minutes, December 11th, 2023. It's posted on the website, and then after the approval of the minutes, it'll be posted outside on the bulletin board. Here, here, website, Holon Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter website. On the website, you can always find all the meetings, okay, posted there. The minutes, the agenda, everything, it will be posted there. So if you ever want to know what is being talked about, what resolutions were passed, all after the approvals are done, all it'll be posted on the bulletin outside right here. Auto, I want a copy. Later administration officer. The meeting is copy no just okay, Jamie. Okay, you're making a motion to have it posted there and outside? Okay. So motion made by Jamie, notice D, to be posted on our social media website, Apikin website. Do I have a second? Okay. Oyo desu ka sasle shinda on na dotni. Aleya honichi kita. Okay, second. I need a second. Lean Riggs. Okay, questions, comments, concern? Ateno, yeah. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Okay, approval of the last meeting minutes, December 11th, 2023. Passes with 26. No, 2023, December 11, 2023. 26 in favor or approval, 0 opposed, 3 abstain. Okay. Anybody online? Okay. Our council delegate is not online. We received a email telling us that he was on sick leave. Doctor's orders, so he won't be back to work until next week, I think it was, for 2 weeks. So, keep him in your prayers for his health and everything. So, that's probably why he's not online. Otto, our legislative district assistant, Elsie Small Canyon, probably not online also because she has to fill in for the council delegate, listening to other meetings that are scheduled. So we'll go ahead and give time to our grazing official if he has anything to report to us.
Then, order meeting day, yeah, is Concord District 2 grading meeting tomorrow. Robe Hardis Aro Wednesday go permit his meeting. ARJ Yad Bez Ani Banat Indo Arbe Hilda Will. I think fencing. Like Niega Tubade Bia Dina Begay, Dina Benali. She's gonna do a presentation for the permittees. It is out so it's all beginning of New Year out actually not to don't hall just totally. Already January begin to tally count again we can do in October begin. The other on daily led so trying to get hay distribution to housing just trying to get some information done and all that. Idea what esquasana to get ibas on it's in person. I see it a quenchra got a bandish no do ya sconda so. Idea in person. Idea what it all thing that we're going to change there. So, Krajeba Honoson, keep yourself warm and take care of yourself and your lifestyle at the same time. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Auto Okonab by Soy Coconino County Board Supervisor District 4 candidate Judy Begay.
Ja, shikero shindene et allano tkinego konde shadasdo anigi ba ahensen do konde ni trason shlonigi yego ba ahensen do adon da konde lange Geraldine konde ya the chapter president ado vice president ya Chancey ado and the ya secretary treasurer Delfer do ya konde ya adon da konde shana Jerry ya konde ya tra Trana ado konde njonogo chapter maybe bada adasela akodi he kon ya beniyeni ya planning meeting ya da mandi ya da ado ik konde ni tahonshno ado in shige ya Judy Bigay da shgenedo ado todich ini en shlo tsadesh kijni bashshin ashi da shchedo trachini da shnale ado la da ekon ya honsendo shik la kon da holon le inscription house o ya atingo Mary Grisham de klo a si shnalen akon de natsas anje do shik holon ado ko da yego an ha he honsen kon do ya needs ado hon shlondo needs ado shali ba he honsen ako ben yeni ya hagi ya kon de the Coconino County jet danger kahot so District 4 dehna ainle Cow Springs do tonahali don le Blue Ridge kuya le Payson biga no ado le natas Ts'ah don le Grand Canyon ya atina ki insa don le Arjun le Winslow biga ta ado hon so ish nanish insin kat na hay at di na hago be zi kat ako kat ani kat the nenaltra in anes na hapik et nenaltra ebik nata atzo akonde go nata asonde Lena Fowler ya shink at na hana don hanata don hilnal ne don hilnal nish jo ya bananas yosin do yin yen honi trande dahijo yaben yeshwalin ne ako akonde o nasto ko ya le kislandon le besen do ashte don le gebe gashi todo in dan le kwa Ts'ah Bii kindon natsis an biga that at bike dest do aj nasto hibik no ben ye koni ni tratra shato na hania ako that o hayu ya da mission le konde a county board of supervisor do chapter zit o hayu beten da mission at ego le loop do talani le do bird spring ado and dan le o zeke hat en tona nestes ade doste ya Tonally la ado and Cow Springs do pojo do na di na na do hananish kai do ako na ki ya tayin tanil de ja condition lan hana da ko ni satta ako she ya adosh do la belagana na na ishin trahna da do ko ashin hin hit holni kon shishnish ishlaag ek at ishkatina khid na bayash do the nabel nashnish hawan atal indo hawan biki edest housing edishne ado and alchin old traje ya public school je aja nashnish and ado school board member aja a large tasatan de elto for Tuba City Unified School District ado and at ispa hayado biki edest Edo at sko be auto infrastructure de lejo kondi keya hata huizoto kindal ne do at sko body ya Western Navajo Agency facility manager the kushina khaito auto county ya katna ajak shina nishtik aben yeshwaliki eshina nish ishla ako at hinate so ko kat slatina khot ya ben shishna ako hon ya nihinch kid do had ada ya condition so ya eben ya ne kodon hani yasali ako aslan hana ta no the net hadne joshi I ta shna nish insin ya ado ajabel khahot so ado yo hona nashit o ni o ata hadil ne do nal sosta beji ka de kodo bena hot ishto ni eben na indan hania akona homa unjito akona na ne digital Cameron je hobet on ni o ajadin na to ata hadil ne kunshwal do binchin ne shi do ne beji de do li kodo bena has ashto ni hal ai ta iben na nishin hit on ni eben in na akot asik edosh de net alla anot kinego akodi Paul do Roy do Luke do Jerry da shjet Joslil kitchen da now what ni ya da ho di de Martha do Priscilla da ako hot ya adon hin Josbe na de ne alkini kha wa aba khane khindel kita ako de kot do an he da hasen an de Navajo Mountain jun de che aje yende che anahoy ahi Sunday le ko mind do na ga bit do ishin nale ado nasna ahadil no che and the Navajo Mountain go ye Lauren White hat she bet the hanosen do Lauren White hat and do Great White hat I see bit but my yashi ki che go sikin the Navajo Mountain do ko shik no to ajo ot she ya bahate si ko Ashin hin hit a holni do aden nek ach adon le eden nebel han now do ya dado ya had ye go in la le Phoenix the nen han the has taniki the adon le ya le ni ye go le ni chen da hui egi da ye go chen da ash be dances kish the nesaniki be had a lot eden never caught the dahan di data nene au ani idilka intra den har det shit man kan dilo og kissan det ene i hold jeg havde det ja dina e bachelors i salpa ja den nabelna an sto na adol the business administration dishna artsko administration management og adol na kinna khas ado masters of yeki edo she sal og din shishnish latina ado unta bimye iltra igi jo ede ya ado shitnessa hawana mazabi meznani shamadosh jana kibilje Eachteen de atishalid dal gloshi atish the jardin tadosh nene eachteen de ati ahot da eto shahol no to ko be kashidolni the better arts ko shahol no ko akot ya akot ko nizago da tingo ultra men yel snade khande na kidat sisatango da in zago personal klo ko tani ja an in out ya hot no da ko hot ado le in de ya anda ja khan de an de at ko de da ko ye ko shin be so hot o do da so the na ba ba because you went through that ko eben in hot an hani ya shik e do shit de net ala no tina go ado he ko don hani ya do ado shin konshini tratat de shalle dan hirano jo ko de o da dil net e shit ni ni hiltashin so shin ya la hot e do ado ni de ne ba kana shwo de chis da hash o da na chis da o yo de ne ba tratat de ki ado da shli do la ansal de be kashi e belta as de so hot da si ni to ko hot da ne ho jo ba hollo jo hot ya de ne ba ja jil ti do be na an shla hot ho je zini ge be dan se so ha shit be ha ya ho jo hot ko hot do he hot she ya da ho da ho shne li do na shi do ha da ni kon I ya da shin kwa kon shlon do ko hot he do shi de
Ja, så må hun hit hensi ado ede kunde di abi khahigi 2024 AB khahigi election year nanat shahi e kon yadeje adon leda do khanata hon hil nahal nahon khanata edo is hinol chel shahi ado nana git tra go Democrat Lenny John Ness e aja tra goja ado pachin de lohoja e alla git ena e a na kiela na ke aja hit no cheli shahi ako e den also basain dalle igi e ya di John Ness je na agi e aja hije dalle dole shahi e koneja leila yn chain soz o llapa yn hysib cad alla hodja do lla hod eisjahi daesh begeta dotra Diden also so ye lein hit chahoi de jahi gin hije dalla alla eigid ein hije dolli na kigon hije alla go e ya alsab hije alla jigi e aje bel ultrato na kion en hije alla ge do baul trato do le jahi e hot ba ta honosan do le Ado kon nasnane katolesh. We're gonna go on and go to our old business. There's none there. So we'll go on and to our new business. A second, sa beda na hodit agi ke dasto. Ek a kon nezna al ke isto. Eshi behati kakodo. Asa agi ilse.
TBK 2024-008-001, accepting and approving the December 2023 budget report, sponsored by the Chapter Administration. Budget can be found in the WIN system. Currently, right now, we have number one, general fund. We have $10,036.26. Personnel and travel, $130,369.88. Number three, $16,557.30. Summer youth employment is $2,495.88. Housing discretionary funds, $17,307.57. Local Governance Act is the $25,373.53. Chapter official stipend is $31,817.53. Scholarship general fund is $14,244. Scholarship claim fund is $4,916. Public employment and project is $52,511.97. Veteran fund is $8,988.78. The emergency fund is $23,331.37. Chapter maintenance is $10,329.12. Nomination sales tax, $3,599.72. Agricultural fund is $13,478.47. Unhealthy food tax is $102.90. Bringing a total of $365,460.28.
Okay, a kon de person ka. Na yes kata tolya. A kon hit ishana elia ishahi. A ko dik at resolution ki. I need a motion. Okay, Priscilla, Benali, and Ronaldo Willie. Second by Ronaldo Willie. Questions, comments, concerns? Atenoshe, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-008-001 passes with 29 approvals, 0 opposed, 2 abstain. Wait a minute. 5 abstain. Correction. Okay, number 2.
Number two is TBK 2024-008-002, accepting and approving the monthly cash receipt deposits for December 2023 in the amount of $350.41, sponsored by Chapter Administration.
Okay, I need a motion. Pearl Smith. Second. Al Curtis. Salt? Gray eyes. Okay, motions made, seconds made. Questions, comments, concerns? Ateno, all those in favor, please raise your hands. Raise them up high. Oppose? Abstain. Okay, TBK 2024-008-002 passes with 28 approvals, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 3.
TBK 2024-008-003, approving and supporting the housing discretionary assistance to the eligible applicant in the amount of $450 to their selected vendor, sponsored by the chapter administration.
Motion? Priscilla? Benali? Second? Jamie? Notestein? Questions, comments, concerns? Ateno, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Curtis. Yes, that's through the housing discretionary. It's open to all the voters. The application has to be put in before the last Friday of the month. So last month, December, the last Friday of last month, you have to have your application in. The administration looks at it to make sure you put in all the information that needs to be there with documents. And then, just at the administration, oh, yes. So housing discretionary is open to the community voters. There's also scholarship, student aid. It helps them. It's not a scholarship. It says scholarship in there, but it's actually student financial assistance. So if you have a child that's in school, in college, and you can apply for them. And the only stipulation is that if they were already given a help assistant before, they have to wait a little more. And then the other thing with the scholarship, at the end of the semester, they have to submit their grades to show that they did pass it, the classes. It's Shaheen aid, that's part of the the student financial aid. Any other questions? Klaus and I don't get. I don't know, those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain? Okay, TBK 2024-008-003 passes with 26 approval, 0 opposed, 8 abstain. Number 4.
TBK 2024-008-004, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $200 from 01-6615 bank service charges to Fund 016321 gasoline and vehicle to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Motion? Pearl Smith? And Susan Tate. Questions, comments, concern? Yes, Lee? There's the chapter vehicle that's outside over here. And then the chapter truck, the diesel, and then the backhoe. It's a backhoe, right? The backhoe. Those three, Kojak gasoline, the regular gasoline. The other two, diesel. Diesel binaka. Any other questions? Okay. All right. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-008-004 passes with 30 approval, 0 oppose, 4 abstain. Number 5.
Number 5, TBK 2024-008-005, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $3,249.30 from Fund 34-6351, purchases grain, to Fund 34, purchases of hay, $3,249.30 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated, sponsored by the chapter administration.
Motion? Pearl Smith and Curtis. Gray eyes. Questions, comments, concern? This one again is talking about that agriculture fund. 10,000 doba hey basinel. Right now, currently in the budget, 10,000 doba hey basinel. Aro, this amount right here, $3,249.30. Grain basinel. Budget liang de. But the grazing official wanted to put all of it towards hay. Hay, no. So from grain, the budget line of where grain is, and put it all into hay. So altogether on your budget, under agriculture, right there, that's the total that will be used to purchase hay, $13,478.47. Nobody has questions, comments, or concerns about it? Go ahead, Ling. The grazing official and chapter manager we're working on getting quotes from the local vendor and also elsewhere. So it'll probably be to whoever has the best deal for them. They're currently working on quotes to get it. Aishi Kocha to the grazing. Any other questions? Comments, concerns? Ateno eya, those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-008-005 passes with 28 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 6.
TBK 2024-008-006, approving and supporting the Inscription House Health Center to remain in the Ts'ah Bii community, sponsored by chapter officials and CLUPC.
Okay, are you motioning? Okay. Motion made by Gina Blake, second. Gilbert Chi. Questions, comments, concern? Jamie? Okay. Number 6 and number 10. A has no monetary value to it, so that can be put together. We can go ahead and, Gina, is that okay with you? Okay, number 10 is just having CLUPC meeting, hold their meetings the fourth Friday of every month for the rest of the year. Oh. Okay, so Gilbert and Sean. Okay. Wow. Gina Blake. And then Gilbert Chi. Okay, number 10, ishi ito.
Number 10, TBK 2024-008-010, approving and supporting the Community Land Use Planning Committee, CLUPC meetings to be held on the fourth Fridays of the month for fiscal year 2024.
So motions made to put 6 and 10 together. Motion was okayed by Gina Blake and Gilbert Chi. Questions, comments, concern? Go ahead, Lee. If you remember last month, the CEO of Kayenta Service Unit came and proposed that there's going to be a new building that's going to be built because the current clinic right now cannot hold up the heavy equipment because there's no foundation underneath it. So Ebony, they were talking about building a new facility. So what we had told them at that time is that if you do need land, additional land, we can, talk with the community to give you additional land so that the facility can be built, and also apartment building. So after that happened and we talked, presentation was made and everything. And then we passed a resolution for for their master planning, to have that built. So afterwards, I received some concerns, and they were saying that they're also taking it to Shanto, and they're gonna ask over there, tell them about it too, no? So we need a resolution to keep that clinic here, is what they said. So we came up with this resolution to keep the clinic here, that they have to build here because it's already established. Pearl? The clinic. This one. For this one, right? This resolution that's right here. Okay.
Ts'ah Bii Kin Chapter, resolution of the Ts'ah Bii Kin Chapter TBK 2024-008-006, approving and supporting the Inscription House Health Center to remain in the Ts'ah Bii Kin community. Whereas pursuant to Nomination Code Section 3 Alpha, the Ts'ah Bii Kin Chapter is a duly recognized certified chapter of the nomination government as listed at 11 Nomination Code Part 1, Section 10, and vested with the authority to discuss all matters affecting of the Navajo people and its nation, and pursuant to Nomination Code Section 1B, the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter is vested with the authority to review all matters affecting the community, make appropriate corrections when necessary, and provide recommendations to the Navajo Nation and other local agencies for appropriate actions and decisions in the best interest of all the community to protect and promote general health, safety, and welfare of the chapter membership and all Navajos. And number 3, Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter recognizes the Inscription House Health Center Clinic, IAHC, has been an essential healthcare provider to our community, serving residents with dedication and compassion. And number 4, the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter recognizes the potential relocation of the clinic may negatively impact the accessibility and availability to healthcare services for our community members. And the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter recognizes the clinic's presence in our community has fostered a sense of trust and familiarity among residents, creating a supportive healthcare environment. Now there be it resolved that the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter hereby approves and supports communities express its strong support for the continued operation of the Inscription House Health Clinic at its current location, and to the Ts'ah Bii Kin community chapter. The Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter hereby urges the clinic management board and relevant authorities to consider the significant impacts of the clinic's relocation may have on the health and well-being of the community members. And 3, the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter hereby calls for open and transparent communication between the clinic's leadership and the residents regarding any proposed changes to the clinic's location. Number 4 is Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter community affirms its commitment to actively engage in its discussion and collaborate with relative stakeholders to find mutually beneficial solutions that ensure the continued provisions of the healthcare services within our community. Certification hereby certify the foregoing resolution was duly considered at the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter at a duly called meeting at which a quorum was present in person and passed by a vote of blank in favor, blank opposed, and blank abstained on the 8th day of January 2024. Motion second and President.
Okay. Sound good? Bila? Okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Atenoe, yeah, we'll go ahead and put this to the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands for number 6 and number 10. Oppose? Abstain? Okay, TBK 2024-008-006 and TBK 2024-008-010 passes with 29 approvals, 0 opposed, 5 abstain. Number 7.
TBK 2024-008-007, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $2,078 from Fund 016306, computer software, to Fund 016532, purchases of foods, chapter $278 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated by the chapter administration.
Motion? Pearl and Priscilla. Pearl Smith, Priscilla Benali. Questions, comments, concern? Atenoe, please raise your hand for approval. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Great, okay. Abstain? TBK 2024-008-007 passes with 28 approvals, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 8.
Number 8, TBK 2024-008-008, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $350 from Fund 036300, office supplies, to Fund 036532, purchases of foods of $350 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Motion? I'll do, I'll do somebody. Brandana. Wow. Savage. And Jamie Notestein. Questions, comments, concerns? Atenoe, all those in favor, raise your hands. Okay, oppose? Abstain? TBK 2024-008-008 passes with 30 approval, 0 opposed, 4 abstain. Number 9.
Number 9, approving and supporting, or TBK 2024-008-009, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $1,000 from 036417 Internet Services to Fund 036600, consult expenses of $1,000 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Okay, motion? Priscilla and Priscilla Benali I saw Jimmy first. Jim. Ginny. Okay, questions, comments, concerns? Okay, Lee? Consultant? Consultant is usually with anything that has to do with maybe a person that's going to do a presentation or to the community, or also with the internet services, like if the MIP system, the accounting software that we have, if the administrative assistant or the chapter manager has to call out to get help from them, this help pays for it. Modified? I forget what he's saying. Yeah. Navajo, something company from Gallup, right? Yeah, there was a internet service maintenance fee that our agreement we had with a person that was from Kienta. But a little over a year ago, we lost contact with them. And then our computer internet service, everything just stopped. We couldn't get internet or anything like that for several months until until the chapter manager got in contact with these guys who also does the same services as the other one was. So so now we're with this company that takes care of our internet maintenance services, anything that has to do with the internet. They're the consultant that we have now. So that's where the money also goes, is to them, and then to any help that assistant that comes from it. So, okay. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If none, all those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-008-009 passes with 28 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. And that concludes our resolutions. Thank you so much for being patient with us. Ado in the Kodoshe, we don't have any other resolutions to add. The only report that I can give you is that our ARPA fund, the last update we had was that it was with DOJ. Everything was completed through auto DOJ. No, eben his net. So that ARPA funding, holds just once DOJ passes it, I think then it comes to the chapter, the funding comes to chapter or another process. Oh, the president then has to sign it. Auto president, sign lago. That's when the funding comes to the chapter. Auto so hopefully they get it done before that deadline they gave us to expend, to start spending it, which is when, March or May? we have to encumber that money, meaning we have to get that money into our account. Huh? Oh, September this year, I think it is, so that it can be extended. It's either March, May, or September that we have to get that money into our account so that we can start spending it. To use up all that money, our deadline is 2026. So, so pray that it happens just like this so that we don't get behind. So other than that, I don't have any other thing to report. Huh? Oh, the only other one too is trash service. Our funding for trash service is depleted. It costs us what? 1,600 to pull. And sometimes we have to pull it twice. So it's used up. So we can't do trash service anymore until we encumber some more money to put in there. One of the things that we have to look at is charging for bags of trash now. So because once we start charging, we always get a whole lot of complaints. Hot in the corona but that's one of the things that we have to take a look at. And our chapter manager did look into other trash services besides Kienta. There's Navajo Nation has one, even Page, but they run all about the same. And I think the highest price is Navajo Nation, right? The highest price is Navajo Nation. Page, and Kienta. Kienta currently is the one we use, and that's 1,600 every pull. So that's how we depleted our money really quick. So we are looking to alternative services, but we won't know anything about that because I told our chapter manager to look into Coconino County because in Lake Tuba City, GEA, it's run by Coconino County. That's why they have free trash services because it's through the county. So I told him to get in touch with them and see if we can get some sort like that. Because remember, in our infrastructure or a CIP or ICP, we still have money to build our transfer station here. We still have money to build our transfer station. So if we can encumber some money from the county, that would be good. That'll help us a lot right there. So those are in the plans and those are things that we're looking forward to, Shahi. Yes, Priscilla? Oh, so we will ask our three candidates if that's something that they can work on for us is to get funding for our transfer station here, possibly having free services of trash collection. Napoma, yep, surrounding communities. Because if right now, to get free trash services, we have to travel an hour from here to there, to Tuba City. So go ahead, Ling. That's what we were we're thinking about, the transfer station here again to eventually become a recycling center. Yeah, So we'll have to probably all costs nel in yeah. And then one of the reasons why we wanted a transfer station too is to eliminate illegal dumping, but illegal dumping is still happening. So right now, EPA then it's not helping. No matter if they catch the people and charge them, it's still happening. So one of the things that we're going to look into is as a certified chapter to look for funding so that we can enforce our own in our community, possibly looking at charging people here in the community, going out and have an enforcement program in our own community. That's a deter that is no bond so. Priscilla? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one of the things that I can encourage you to do is if you do find stuff like that, take pictures. Take pictures and then send them to that EPA website so that they can take a look. If you can take coordinates of where it's at, put that with it so that they know where to go. So that's one way we can help deter that. Okay, any other questions or comments, concerns? Auto schedule, cool. Announcements are there, upcoming schedule. Oh, and then there's a pair of glasses right here. Has she been there? We just found it up here. So if this is yours, oh, if you find those, you take a picture of it and then let hello, yeah, EPA. There's a person that goes around for that. Unfortunately, there's only one person for the whole Navajo Nation. There's only one person that goes around for that. Mm-mm. Oh, Jamie? Okay. Jamie motions to adjourn the meeting. Second? Everybody raises their hand. Everybody. I'll put Priscilla because she had her hand up. Next. All those in favor, raise your hands. Four. Oppose? Okay. Oppose, abstain. Okay. Meeting is adjourned at 2:13 with 24 approval, 0 opposed, 10 abstain. Oh, okay. Chapter manager.